Ayan na, naglo-load na siya, Coach.
Okay. I'll be able to see you guys now. Yes. Dindo.
Coach, I'll transfer na the hosting back to you.
Yes, please.
Okay, so good.
Thank you so
afternoon.
much, Rick.
Walang anuman, Coach.
Thank you. Thank you, Sir Rick.
Walang anuman.
So, dito na naman tayo sa afternoon show. Basketball kwentuhan na kung saan
Thank you so much. Yes, please. Okay, we're live, Coach Dindo.
Thank you, Sir Rick. Coach, dito na naman tayo sa show. So, we have a guest today na very prominent figure in the sa basketball world ngayon. Isa po siya sa mga rising coach ang Acot Super Crunch sa MPBL. So, Coach Mel, maaari mo bang introduce ang ating guest ng hapon?
Ay, dito? Oo. Bulot niya ako. Akala ko nagpapayag siya sa mga international coaches.
Coach Mel.
Coach Mel.
Wala. Yung assistant coach sa NBA, wala nagpapayag yun. Bulot niya ako. Bulot ako. Tapos nag-ano yan, isang oras po nag-present yung mga ko.
Naka-off yung ano mo, Coach Mel. Naka-off yung mic mo.
Okay, good afternoon. Hello. Okay, now we are live on YouTube in Hoops Coaches International. Today, our guest is one of my mentor, and also I learned a lot from him in managing leagues. He will talk about the PYD program and its contribution, and also the achievements of the PYD. Let's welcome the head of the PYD and also the head of Makati Super Crunch, Coach Beujing Acot.
Hi, coaches. Grabe naman yung introduction na lang ni Coach Dindo tsaka ni Coach Mel. Di ba? Hi, Coach Ice. And to all the coaches watching the YouTube live. To Coach Ariel Vanguardia, thank you for inviting me here at Hoops International. Hi to everyone.
Hello, yan, Coach. Hello.
Yes, Coach.
Yes, Coach. Ang marami nagtatanong, ito yung pinakang parang story about behind yung paano ba nagsimula yung PYD, kung ano ba yung naging contribution nito, kung ano ba yung naging achievements ng PYD here in the Philippines and also in abroad. And first, maraming Coach, I salute you, Coach, dun sa program nyo, the PYD Cares. Ngayong COVID, kayo yung nangunguna. Nakita namin lahat yung mga ginagawa nyong sacrifices, yung effort para sa ating mga frontliners.
Thank you, Coach Mel. Let me start first to say thank you to all our frontliners who has dedicated their lives to save people, save our kababayan from COVID. That's the extension program. It's an outreach program of PYD. That's why it's called PYD Cares. It ran about almost 3 months from the ECQ, MCQ to general quarantine. So thank you sa lahat ng donors. Maraming salamat. Yun. Let me go back to dun sa PYD. It's called Pinoy Youth Dreamers. The main objective of Pinoy Youth Dreamers is really to give an opportunity for the players to showcase their talent and eventually be recruited to different schools. The only problem is not everyone is capable of paying certain programs like basketball camp. I came from a very good basketball program way back the 90s. That it's called Milo Best. I've learned a lot from Milo Best, from Coach Norma Black, the Selecta Mo, Batang Burlington Camp. So basically, we've learned a lot, and we know that for you to learn a lot and get the technology, you have to pay. You gotta spend, and a lot of kids who are not really well off can't really afford it. So we try to bridge the gap between the technology and the one who cannot pay. So we will put the PYD in the middle. So try to bridge the gap by teaching them the right kind of attitude, the right skills, and then basically hopefully they will develop it and be exposed, then be recruited and make basketball as their like way of life. Yan, coach. Do you need more anything, coach, about PYD so I can share?
Yes, Coach Bujing. Ano yung mga
Yes, coach. How's your PYD locally here in the Philippines?
Well, Pinoy Youth Dreamers has been going for almost about 7 years. On August 1, it will be the seventh year of Pinoy Youth Dreamers. No? At first, it was really a struggle to run a program. I think everything naman has to go through the needle if you want to be successful. Um, First, we started with like a small group of people here in Barangay San Antonio, Pasig. It's the informal settlers. So our vision is really to get these kids into basketball. Teach them the proper way of playing basketball, and at the same time, um, have more camaraderie with other people. Kasi when you're inside the basketball court, it evens up. Parang may equality of all people. Walang mayaman, walang mahirap when you're playing basketball. So we want to have that kind of impression that everybody has a chance to showcase their talent and be somebody. So yun yung pinaka idea. So we had like 4 teams only in a tournament. That's how it all started, like 2013. Then eventually, uh, I have coaches who believes in me. They want to go under the program of PYD. We like to empower coaches. I like to teach coaches. I like to mentor. I'd like to help out the coaches because I feel that if the coach is knowledgeable enough, very passionate, he will be able to touch more lives than I do. Because if I teach players, I can probably teach in one court for a maximum of 30, 40 kids. But that's just me. But if I have another coach with me with different cities, then he will be able to touch another 40 kids. Then it multiplies. So it's really best to empower the coach. So yun yung pinaka-objective. We want other play teams to join our tournaments. So at least we can guide them. Even the coaching style. So sometimes I have a little chat with the coaches when it comes to running the team if you're part of our tournament. So that's how it started from the local. Actually, dito muna nagsimula sa Metro Manila. Then eventually we went to national program, with the help of Coach Mel Villanueva, Coach Robel Rasmo of Cebu. So it became like a habit already every year of joining the national program. But since we have a lot of talents, so we decided to go internationally under the wings of Samahan Basketball ng Pilipinas. So we represent Philippines through Pinoy Youth Dreamers, sanctioned by the SBP. We go to different countries like Malaysia, Singapore, uh, Guam, and Brunei, so and many more. It's uh, really more on exposing the players. It feels good to represent the country. So that's what we want. Do we want them to feel yung feeling na parang proudness na nagdadala ng flag and country. So, yun, nag-journey yung from local to national to international. And it was a good feeling that you were able to contribute something, may na-share ka dun sa basketball program ng Philippines. So it's very important to be able to share.
Thank you, Coach. Coach, ano yung plano at saka programa ng PYD after ng pandemic? Meron bang nakalaan na
Hi, Coach Ice. Thank you. Well, Coach Ice, I've known you for a long time. No? We evolve. No? We evolve. Basketball has evolved. You know, before you know how to shoot, you know how to play defense. It's everything's okay already. Diba? Pero ngayon, everything is in technology. Diba? Right now, in pandemic, we gotta adjust. Kung ano yung meron sa harapan natin, yun yung dapat natin gawin. Sabi nga, 'di ba, kung maraming lemon sa harapan mo, then make lemonade, 'di ba? So right now our situation is really hard. There's no face-to-face teaching, so what we do now is really more in virtual training. So we want to help the kids. I for about 2, 3 weeks already, but almost a month, I've been running free basketball virtual training with different kids, different schools. Because PYD is lucky enough that there are schools yung program nila is under PYD. So yung mga bata na yun, we keep on teaching them virtual trainings. You know, but at the end of the day, it tails cost. No? Medyo, you know, just like the normal problem is internet. You know, uh, kinakailangan din natin magkaroon ng konting costing. So we have this virtual training program for the kids. It's cheap. It's really more on to encourage them to stay fit and healthy, to stay away from you know the computers, and most especially ano ba yan, Fight Night, ML. So parang teka lang, wag muna yan. Mag-training muna tayo. So yun yung pinaka-idea natin ngayon. Um, let's just hope and pray that this pandemic will be over, di ba? Para at least we can have this face to face. Pero, you know, itong ginawa ni Coach Ariel Vanguardia is very helpful. I mean, I watch, I watch a Facebook, I watch a YouTube. You know, every day is a learning. So I've learned a lot from the different guests of Coach Ariel. So it's really uh, adjustment. Siguro that's the best word, Coach Ice. Adjustment. So PYD has to adjust, players has to adjust, the parents has to adjust, and everyone has to adjust with this new normal natin. So puro virtual training muna tayo.
naalala ko pa yan si Coach Beujing, nagpupunta pa rito sa amin yan 10 years ago. Since then, talagang tumutulong yan sa mga bagong coaches, gustong magturo. As far as Cavite, pinupuntahan niya, pupunta rito sa amin yan. Thank you, Coach Beujing. And Coach, anong
Thank you,
ma-advise mo
Ice.
doon sa mga coach or mga leaders na gustong mag-organize ng parang ganyan na PYD na gusto rin tumulong? Pwedeng advice dyan, Coach.
The best thing is look for a mentor, look for a coach that will who is very passionate in helping out. Um, kailangan pure yung intention mo eh. Kailangan pure intention ka. Money should not be the priority first. Or, you know, eventually sponsors will come in, but everything has to be you. Uh, Coach Mel is one person na I can say na I work with. Parehas kami, marunong kami mag-timer. Marunong kami pumito. Marunong kami mag-stats. So, if you want to run a program, you have to be a whole package, you know. Hindi pwedeng just because you want to run a program, okay ka na. You know, you gotta know everything kasi you will never know the feeling of being one if you're not the person or you haven't encountered that kind of situation, 'di ba? Uh, running a program is hard, but I'd like you to run a lot of programs, most especially just sa mga provinces, because it creates more uh it creates more character enthusiasm sa kids, which eventually will lead them to success. You know, not all players will be basketball players. Not there will be players who will be politicians, who will be a basketball coach like us. but eventually the character that you build all throughout the course of the tournament na sinalihan nila, madadala nila yun eh. So kailangan yung mentor nyo will really pound more on the character, you know. As simple as, you know, tying your shoelace properly, tucking your shirts. You know, those little things might be OA for others, but it's very important because eventually it will be a habit. Paulit-ulit lang yan eh. Like merely when you're sitting on the bench, diba? You're gonna sit down properly. You might alam mo yun, sleep. So ayaw mo ng ganon. So yung mga maliliit na bagay, for others, it doesn't matter eh. Pero for us in PYD, it matters most. Kaya minsan, sa ibang tao, feeling nila OA ka. Pero sa akin kasi, there will be no big things kung walang maliit na bagay. So, dun tayo sa maliliit na bagay, eventually it will be big.
Thank
Yes,
you, Coach
isa
Bujing.
ako dun. Oo, isa ako dun na kaka-experience. Maraming thank you, Coach, dun sa ginawa nyo nung last sa Quezon. Kasi sa akin, as a coach, I learned a lot. I learned a lot how to manage more yung leagues. Kasi here in our province, I'm managing leagues. But pagdating kay Coach Bujing, iba yung liga niya eh. May standard eh. Kailangan mong sundan. Kailangan mong, kung gusto mong matuto lalo, kailangan mo lang sumunod. Yun ang kagandahan kay Coach Bujing. Always open yan para para matuto ka, matyaga. Matyaga si Coach Bujing eh. And Coach, ang kagandahan dito sa PYD Coach, maraming siguro hindi nila alam na yung PYD kine-cater nito different kinds of age. Hindi lang ito for more on 18 under or 18 above, and also girls basketball.
Yes, girls basketball, we just had that last January 2020. No? Si Coach Mel nga ginawa namin commissioner on that tournament, and it evolves. You know, it's a happy feeling na from 6 teams sa Lukban, Quezon, you know, different age group. Yung iba nga ano na eh, kagawad or counselor ng bawat provinces nila. So masaya siya kasi yung girls, nabibigyan mo sila ng certain respect in basketball, no? Parang masasabi nila, we're part of that program also. It's not only for boys, no, women's basketball. So, basketball natin for girls, it's open age, from very young age to open age, lalo na pagdating sa PYD Girls International natin. For boys naman, we're open. We had like 23 and under last time natin nagkaroon ng international boys. I always do it dun sa Lukban, Quezon, because a good friend of mine owns the resort. It's Boss Chicoy Capistrano and Jertin. They're the one who's running Batis Aramin Hotel and Resort. So it's a partnership. Kaya ako dun ginagawa. They have 2 courts. At the same time, everybody's house there. So kumbaga, it's all safe. So yun ang number one. When you run a tournament kasi, you think a lot of things, no? There's safety. At the same time, players has to be on time. So kailangan nandun lang sila sa certain areas. Kasi kung hindi, magugulo. May default, ang daming hassle. So mas maganda talaga siya nasa area kasi yung setup na ginawa din natin for the international is almost the same setup sa mga ibang international tournaments na sinasalihan natin. So we practice the habit that they do para pagdating natin dito, same habit tayo. Para pagdating doon, hindi tayo masyado nag-a-adjust. Medyo comfortable na tayo. So, yun.
Coach, may tanong
Hello, Coach.
dito. Coach, may tanong lang online. Why do you choose to conduct training more in charity?
It's more on pay it forward na ako. I thank God for all the blessings that siguro yun na-achieve ko, you know, as a coach, as a person. Blessed na ako with good health, good family. So parang more on na ako, giving it back. You know, a lot of people has helped me to where I am, and I had good coaches who mentored me. You know, I have Coach Boyce Samar, who's really one of my mentor way back when I was in 2002 sa national team with him until UE Warriors to RP team. Then learned a lot from Coach Eric Altamirano, the Coach E program, the NBTC program. So yan yung pinaka motherboard ng PYD also is the NBTC with Coach Eric Altamirano. I learned a lot from him. Coach Norman Black, who's been helping me out anytime you can call him. So parang ganun din ako. Diba? I ask him questions during games. Even kahit magkalaban kami, I ask him questions. I have Coach Pido Harencio who has given me a lot of experience who and other avenues in basketball. Hindi lang siya sa court, pati sa labas. I've learned a lot from Coach Pido. Of course, my high school coach, Coach Henry Subido, who's molded me to be the disciplined guy. Ang daming coaches na tumulong sa akin to where I am, most especially the 2002 Busan team ng PBA na national team with Coach Jong, Coach Eric, Coach Alan Kaidik, Coach Binky Fabis, Coach Nash Rosella, Coach Juno Saulerdo. Kami yung mga magkakasama na. So parang, alam mo, when you were young, you just keep on learning. Talagang tanong ka lang ng tanong, puyat, pagod. Sige lang, you don't really mind because you want to learn. And I got it from them na parang, you want to learn, you gotta share. Diba? And I believe that if I share this to a coach and I asked him to share it to others, he'll do the same thing. Kasi kung gagawin ko siyang business, that coach na tuturuan ko or i-mentor ko will do the same thing. So mawawalan yung pinaka-mission and vision ng PYD na of sharing, yung value of paying it forward for who you are now. So yun ang pinaka-objective natin. It's really more on sharing. Hard to believe, but we kind of do it, and we were able to do it for about 7 years. Of course, not everything's not free. There are times that you also have to put some price on it, but most of the time, I love to share more on for the glory of God.
Thank you, Coach Beujing.
Thank you.
Hello, Coach
Coach
Beujing.
Mel, Coach Dindo.
Ayun, coach, when we talk about PYD International, siyempre napunta kayo, alin yung malimit na country na pinupuntahan ang nilalaroan ng mga PYD Philippines?
Well, PYD way back 2013 had an agreement with Malaysia. We had a sign of contract that we will be the exclusive team to represent Philippines. It's with Coach Chiwan Tan and Coach Wei Wong. They were the first Malaysian coaches who put up an international tournaments. And they feel that they had local teams, kasi they're nearby. Magkakatabi lang yan. Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia. They're nearby countries. They can travel by land, most of them. So they feel that there has to be one team. A tournament without Philippines is not the same level. So we signed a contract. I went to Malaysia, had a press conference, then signed contract. So it was exclusive. So most of the time, for the past 3, 4 years, way back 2013 to 2015, something like that, until 16, we go to Malaysia a lot. Different age group. There's 18 under, 16 under, 14 under. So marami. So is our main turf is Malaysia. Then eventually it will branch out. We branch out. We went to Brunei, we went to Guam, we went to Singapore. But right now I feel that Singapore is one of the best tournament that we joined a lot. Coach John McAuliffe, he's the tournament director. Because there are lots of international teams there. There's USA, there's Australia, there's Hong Kong. It's a lot of learning. So okay din. Okay sa Singapore. So yun yung mga pinupuntahan ng PYD. Merong mga ibang countries they've been inviting us, but It's hard kasi una-una there are lots of paperwork. You have to have the endorsement of POC, PSC, SBP, and at the same time the SWD if it's under 18. Um, Monetary is also one problem, looking for sponsors. So when you go to a tournament like that, you have to be prepared like for about 6 months before the tournament, and your players also are not in one school. So basically, you practice only once, twice a week. Then eventually, it gradually you increase the number of days as the tournament comes near. So it's a struggle, but it's fun. It's fun. It's
Yes, coach. Now we will go back to our country, the Philippines. May mga players tayo na nagdi-dream makalaro internationally, but hindi sila nakapunta doon kasi siyempre yung ngayon ang tanong, coach, hindi sila makapunta o some of our players hindi maka-experience pumunta ng international. Then ang PYD, you have a program, di ba, coach? You inviting other countries to play in the Philippines. Coach, name yung mga pangalan natin, yung mga country na ini-invite natin every year na pumupunta dito sa Philippines.
Well, for girls, it's the Guam teams, no, who's always part of our program. We continuously invite Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. But again, commitment of them, it depends on the tournament proper. But for the boys tournament, as I've said, the motherboard is also NBTC program. So we have Coach Mike Cruz of Canada crossover. Okay, and we also have Coach Ever of Proud Milan, who's supposed to join us this year. And also Dubai, they have a new uh, team also. It's Coach Alex. They're supposed to join also this year, but because of the pandemic, hindi natuloy. We have Australia, Coach Gerard, sila Coach Cromwell. Uh, who else? Did I miss anything, Coach Mel? I think Indonesia, yeah. Indonesia also came over like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. We constantly invite players, no? Constantly invite teams to join the tournaments para magkaroon ng mas cheaper yung cost ng mga Filipino teams so they can experience to play against the international teams. And like 2 years ago, we invite Coach Raymond Marcader of Cagayan, through Coach Mel Villanueva. Pumunta yung Cagayan, all the way from Cagayan City, pumunta dito to compete against the other international teams. No? So hopefully by 2021, yeah, if there's a vaccine already, we'll continue the program sa girls on January and March for the boys. Then eventually on May, it's the national program in Bacolod. So we want all teams, no, majority of the teams to join, but we want sana yung coaches to be in the same page with us, yung tipong not really more on winning. Winning is very important for us also, but it's really more on building the character of the players. Yun ang pinaka-importante. The journey, the end point is important, your destination, but the journey far more important.
Coach Dindo.
Ang tanong ko sana kay Coach Beujing kanina is that kung yung ano-ano nga ba yung mga baka pwede siyang magkwento ng mga experiences niya against competing against other countries. And then paano nga ba ang competition when it comes to paano nga ba yung competition sa mga sinalihan nilang international competitions? Kasi nabasa ko or napapanood ko kung minsan ang PYD na pumupunta sila sa ibang bansa.
Hi, Coach Lindo. Yung sa tanong mo, no, how do we compete? As far as I know, in my very own opinion, analysis, Philippines is still one of the best team, or probably the best team in Southeast Asia. But when it comes to Asia, it's different story. So every time that we compete and represent Philippines, people are really expecting you to win. No, no matter how strong the Malaysia, the Singapore, there will always be a good fight. That's 100% sure. Whether you have Batangilas or PYD, they expect you to win because you're carrying the flag. That's why it's very important that when you go to a tournament, you don't just represent Philippines, no, or yourself. Talagang kailangan ma-feel mo na you're representing the whole nation, diba? So kasi there are teams that who competes and carry, they put Philippines in their names, tapos they don't carry naman the right character, no, pag-away, nananakit. So we don't want that. So I personally make sure na pag may ganun akong player, I sit him on the bench. I always teach my players to play tough, but not to hurt. So there are times that other teams feels that you're too physical. That's the normal basketball of Philippines. Siguro pagdating naman sa level sa Guam, it's a US style, so it's an NCAA style of rules. So you have to adjust. Nasa turf ka nila eh. So kung nasan yung turf na nilalaroan mo, you adjust, but you play your game as well. Diba? Like in Singapore, very simple. A simple rule nila lang is bawal ka mag-jeer. As a player, as a crowd, you cannot do that. If you do that, they'll send you out. Very basic rule. So even the parents na kasama namin has to go through the rules. Before kami umalis, kailangan magkaroon kami ng briefing, ng meeting with the parents. Kailangan mapasign mo sila ng waiver na hindi mo to pwede gawin. Because if you do this, you'll be kicked out of the court. So you represent Philippines again. So talagang dapat lagi kang very cautious sa mga galaw mo. So playing the game of Filipino brand is the most exciting one when you play abroad. Kasi talagang they want to see Filipinos, play tough defense, yung nakadikit, running game. So yun yung gusto ng crowd. Even though you lose the game, you'll see the appreciation of other countries. Some of them picture pa sa'yo. Then other coaches, like Indonesia, mostly Indonesia, they will go to you, they will ask you for a picture, they will communicate with you with WhatsApp. They like WhatsApp, no? So yun yung way of communication nila sa WhatsApp. They'll invite you to go to their countries. Tapos sila naman invite mo. So you create friendship through basketball. Hindi yung nanalo ka ng championship, nanalo ka ng trophy, pero at the end of the day, those coaches are not minding you. Hindi ka man kausapin, 'di ba? Hindi man lang magpa-picture sa'yo. So that means you were not able to create a good rapport. Yun.
Playing in an international, coach, sigurado maraming players and also coaches magtatanong yan. How to join PYD?
Well, joining PYD is really more on running your own sports program, no, for the youth. I'd like to go to your place, check the players. I want to see because I want to see the ambience. Usually, that's how I see things. You want to join our program, I want to see first what you have. Diba? Tapos from there, titingnan ko kung ano yung feeling kong wala doon sa plataforma namin, sa platform namin. Now, if we see that your players are not too disciplined, then I will have to tell you, coach, in our tournament, hindi pa pwede to. So maybe ngayon pa lang, kailangan i-check mo na siya. So merely, you're basically teaching them for free, you're mentoring them for free, but you're putting them in the right perspective. Nilalagay mo na sila sa tamang lugar na sinasabi mo na kagad sa kanila yung mga tama, mali. Para pagka naging part sila ng PYD and they play against international teams, they will respect the other teams also. Kasi yung iba kasi dati, ang Filipino, pag nakitang foreign team, saktan mo yan. Let's play hard. Kaya mo yan. But sabi nga natin, nag-evolve na, no? Other countries, nagpa-muscle na rin yan. They teach their players to be tough also. So iba na. So tough against tough, lalabas yung winner. Pero syempre, we don't want to create a bad rapport. So kaya gusto natin maging maganda lagi yung attitude natin in and out of the court. So 'di ba sinasabi nga namin lagi, we teach character. That's very important. 'Di ba? You practice a good habit. So habit like this, habit like this. So yung habit mo nagiging habit forming na maganda, then eventually it will lead to success. 'Di ba? Yung success na entails character. So doon ka muna mag-found do sa good habit. So kung gusto nila sumali sa program ng PYD internationally, I I I must say that just contact us. We'll visit you. It depends on where you are. It depends on where you are. Siyempre, we can talk on how we can help each other para sa costing and everything. Then we'll see. Gusto namin ma-mentor namin kayo para same page tayo kasi meron kami dati sinali team, kilala ni Coach Mel yan. Is like, yeah, I think he's famous there sa province na yun, is winning. Pero he always naman curse the referee. So yung opposing team, foreign team, so feeling naman ng kabila, pinapaboran siya kasi syempre hindi naman naiintindihan yung language. No? Kasi lagi niyang inaano. Then when he was being called for a certain foul, yung players niya na thrown out and everything, nagwala siya. So parang I have to come in kasi syempre ayaw mo nga ng gulo, 'di ba? Tournament mo 'yan. So eventually ako na inaaway. So sabi ko, we cannot just put in a coach there. Kailangan yung coach niyan may values din. Kailangan same values na meron tayo. 'Di ba? Kasi kung hindi tayo pare-parehas ng values and same page. Actually magkakaiba tayo ng values pero at a certain level meron tayong pantay ng values, 'di ba? So dapat mag-meet tayo halfway doon. As from there, yun yung i-cater natin, yun yung ipapakita natin, yun yung ibibigay natin sa mga teams na sasali sa tournaments natin.
Coach, follow up ko kay Coach Mel na tanong. So kung internationally, locally, Coach, open ba ang PYD for other cities or provinces na maging part ng PYD, yung probinsya nila o city nila? Anong kailangan gawin?
Yes, Coach. Actually, we have different chapters already. We have Lukban, we have Cebu, we have Bacolod, we have Cagayan de Oro, Malabon. Ang gusto kasi natin, Coach, yung mini-mentor natin yung coaches. So I go to different chapters natin to make sure that we run almost the same program. Kunyari, you want to have a program in Cavite. I'll share to you whatever I know on how to run that program. But at the end of the day, you have to be coachable. Kasi hindi siya magiging successful kung hindi natin ifa-follow tong protocol na to. 'Di ba? It's been 7 years na nag-a-adjust pa rin naman, nag-evolve din naman yung mga protocols ng PYD. So, ibig sabihin, may trial and error. So, ito tayo, i-apply natin yan doon sa certain province nyo. So, para mag-run kayo ng program. It's not just merely running programs. Madali magpatakbo ng programa, Coach. Madali. Ang dali magpa-tournament. Ang daming gusto magpa-tournament. They think it's an easy money. But your time, it entails time and effort for the person running that. Even your personal time, hindi lang yung time sa pati pamilya mo has to be involved to understand you of running that program. 'Di ba? So, kailangan talaga more on mentorship. And anybody is welcome to join the program of PYD. Actually, yun yung sinasabi namin sa PYD family. Kasi we treat each other like a family. So, anytime. I mean, as long as I'm free, I can chat with you anytime. You can call me. Pagka busy naman ako, sasabihin ko naman sa inyo. Di, syempre, meron din tayong negosyo, may work din tayo, di ba? So, yun.
Sige, Coach, para marinig ng mga napapanood sa atin, then baka pwede kitang tawagan time din naman. Tapos si Coach Dino sa North. So, tingnan natin, Coach. Message na lang ka, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay, yes.
Join me,
yan.
Coach.
Si Coach, yung PYD, hindi lang yan pang liga. Coach, mag-share ka lang ng counting kasi yung PYD may community outreach to eh. Ito yung pinakamaganda sa PYD, yung community outreach nila. teaching basketball, kung saan lugar?
Yun nga, no, sabi ko nga sa'yo, paying it forward na tayo in terms of basketball clinics, teaching kids, and coaching the coaches, referees as well. Oo, kami, parang hindi ka mapapagod pag nakikita mo yung mga bata na natututo sa'yo. And then eventually you see them successful. Success of being a coach is not, for me, is not seeing your players, all your players in PBA. That's not success for me. Siguro masasabi ko, one of the success is seeing your player play in collegiate league and being in PBA or national team. But the success of a player is having a good family. Ako, yun yung para sa akin. If that kid would turn out to be like you, you know, maganda yung pakikitungo sa tao, maganda yung naging kalabasan ng career niya sa maybe a doctor, a nurse, or an engineer. Tapos maganda yung family niya, pati yung mga anak nila makikita mo they're maganda yung pagpapalaki, you know, well-rounded. So I guess as a coach, maganda yung naging effect mo sa kanila. Sabi nga namin touching hearts, changing lives. So yun yung gusto namin mangyari. Kaya marami kami outreach. It's because we want to reach a lot of people. Gusto namin may ma-share kami. I don't know, but I believe that, you know, I believe in multiplication. Diba? Multiplication of blessings. Sabi nga ng isang namin pastor, si si Father Dave Concepcion, si God hindi siya nag-add, hindi siya nagsusubtract. Lagi lang siya nagmo-multiply. Multiplication of the bread and the wine. So laging ganun. Kasi if I multiply, if you share, he shares, he shares, he shares. It's a multiplication aspects already. So it branch out. So yun ang gusto ng PYD, is really to have more coaches who's willing to share. Diba? I share you what I know, I go there, then you share it to others. Then eventually when you're so good already, when you're so good and people respect you a lot, then, you know, sponsors will come in. You know, eventually God will provide for you. Coach Dindo, you have something to ask?
Naging assistant coach ng mga mauwi na coach. Can you give us some tips kung paano nga ba maging isang mahusay at mabuting assistant coach?
You know, when you say assistant coach, yun yung word niya, di ba? Assist. So pag sinabing assist ka, so whatever that your head coach does, you have to be there. 'Di ba? Hindi naman pwedeng kung ano yung ginagawa niya, same level kayo. There has to be somebody who has to do the dirty job. Parang ano yan good cop, bad cop. Kung ngayong araw, good cop si Coach Pido, I'm the bad cop. 'Di ba? But if he's so mad, babasahin mo yung sitwasyon, then you'll be the good cop on that situation. 'Di ba? But you always have to show your coach the other side of the coin. You can never be a coach na yes coach, yes coach, yes coach. 'Di ba? Kailangan if you are 3-4 coaches and everybody will say yes, then you will never see the right game plan. Kailangan lagi may devil's advocate. So I feel that I'm the coach who plays the devil's advocate. Pero kung na-decision na ni coach yan yun. I will never say na kasi hindi nakinig sa akin which is wrong, completely wrong. You have to be in one page. You lose the game, you lose the game. You win the game together, you win it. You win as one. So as an assistant coach, for me, you have to be like 2 steps ahead of your head coach when you think. But it will never happen. Naiintindihan niyo ako? 'Di ba? Ina-anticipate niyo lagi kung ano yung sitwasyon. Yung parang feeling niyo hindi, ito yung kailangan ni coach Ito dapat handa ako kasi baka biglang hingin sa akin to. 'Di ba? So on that moment, kailangan prepared ka. Hindi yung tipong sabihin sa'yo, Coach Dindo, matandaan mo yung game natin nung kalaban natin ang certain team. Sabihin natin, kalaban natin ang Kalayan. Natandaan mo doon yung last shot na tinira doon ni Melky Villanueva sa last 3 quarters, ganyan. Yes, coach. Padala mo nga sa akin yung last 3 minutes. Titingnan ko lang kung saan ako nagkamali doon. So, yes, coach. Ganun ko kagad. May file ka. Hindi yung, teka, coach, kasi parang wala na ako noon eh. Kalimutan ko eh. Then, you're like, assistant coach to assistant coach. Ibig sabihin, hindi mo inassist yung coach mo. You have to delegate yourself lower. 'Di ba? Kasi kailangan lagi kang handa, 'di ba? Um ang sabi nga sa akin ni Coach Joel Banal, 'di ba? Your head coach and assistant coach has to breathe as one. Kailangan iisa yung hininga nyo, 'di ba? Tatayo pa lang yung head coach. Tatayo ka pa lang yung head coach. Alam mo na kagad kung anong gagawin niya. Kunyari, nakita mo yung mukha, nag-facial reaction. Na ano na siya, mababali na yung liig kakaganon dahil yung tawag ng referee, alangan eh. Pag tumayo biglang ganun yan, dapat alam mo na tatayo ka na kasi aawatin mo na yan. Dahil alam mo na yun. Di ba? Kasi kung hindi, wala ka. Di ba? Minsan naman, nakita mo na nagre-react lang siya, niyayakap ka, bigla ka bubulungan, gugulatin lang natin to. Bibitaw ka naman ng konti. Di ba? Kasi nga, one page kayo eh. So it's like assistant coach is like 24 hours of work. Di ba? So it's hard. Ako, I feel that I've always been an effective assistant coach. But syempre, when you're doing great, everybody will bash you. Everybody will bash you. Pero yung loyalty has to be there. I've always been very loyal to my head coaches. All the head coaches can attest to that. I swear, never did I try to get their position. So yun yung lagi mo sasabihin. Coach Pido and I has a very good relationship. Coach Boise Samar has a good relationship. Coach Norman Black, Coach Eric Altamirano. So kumbaga talagang masasabi ko for myself, I've been a very good lieutenant. That's my general eh. Sunod lang. Diba? Support. Coaches.
Coach Dindo, follow up. Kaya coach, magaling kang head coach ngayon kasi naging magaling kang assistant coach.
Salamat. Pero Coach Ice, yung journey of being assistant coach to head coach, it's another struggle. It's another struggle. I'm just so blessed right now sa Makati Super Crunch because of the support of Boss Paulo Orbeta and the rest of the owners, Boss Pawi Pineda and Boss Councilor Martin Arenas and Boss Vince Garcia. Blessed ako because a good journey, good journey sa akin. Yung mga players kasi sobrang professional, they make sure that you feel good before and after the game. So, yung game plan talagang kailangan iisa. 'Di ba? Ngayon, pag nasa professional style ka, kailangan pakinggan mo eh. Pakinggan mo kasi baka meron ka na miss out dahil yung journey mo from assistant coach to head coach. 'Di ba? So pakinggan mo yung mga ex-pros. And if they feel comfortable with your game plan, that not like before, sige lang, kung ano yung decision mo, yan yung game plan mo eh. But in pros, semi-pro, it cannot. So siguro, again, the word is adjustment eh. Adjustment. Maraming adjustment. So, being an assistant coach, mararamdaman mo yan na kailangan pala, pag nag-head coach ako, makinig din ako. Ayun, coach.
Coach, pumasok na yung Makati team natin. Ano yung ginagawa natin ngayon? Preparation? Baka anytime magkaroon na ng game 3, coach, di ba? Maganda yung momentum nyo nun eh. Anong preparation natin if ever matuloy yung game 3 natin, coach?
Well, everybody sa team naman has been doing their job. They've been really working out. I saw some of the players sa last week, and they're fit. But at the end of the day, your timing will be different. So they do their homework, diba? Exercises. May kanya-kanya kasi sitwasyon eh. Some players are in the condominiums with limited space. Some went back to their provinces, so they have the luxury to shoot and run. Yung iba naman na nasa subdivision wherein limited din yung kanilang movement. So talagang everybody's just trying to be healthy. Pero when in terms of, a game plan, I think right now wala tayong pwedeng masabing game plan kasi we're still waiting for the IATF to announce when the game the 5-on-5 be available. So we have to wait for Senator also Manny Pacquiao to give us the directives on when will the game 3 happen. As Commissioner Kenneth Remda says in his interview sa tiebreaker sa kay Sedat Tupas na tutuloy siya. Ang tanong na lang is kailan. So the question now is also sa players and coaches, when and are you guys prepared? 'Di ba? Kaya nga dapat tayo ready squad, 'di ba? Ready squad. So pag pinatawag ka, ready. Ang timing sa basketball, coaches medyo it's hard, It's hard. You may be strong, you may be fast, but the timing of running in one motion, it's different. It would take you about 2-3 weeks for you to be in a fluid movement. And what's hard is game 3, just one game. Just
Yes.
imagine, just one game.
Yes, yes.
So, like, if you prepare like 2 weeks, 3 weeks in just one game, nagkamali ka, nawala sa iyo division finals championship, division championship. But if in one game, papasok ka naman sa national finals. Talagang parang, wow, your back is against the wall. So,
Coach,
happy.
inaabangan ng lahat yan, ha? Inaabangan ng lahat yan, yung game 2 na yun. Talagang nabigla sila for Makati, tinalo yung San Juan. So, talagang magandang laban yung game 2 na yun. Nakita namin kung ano yung ginawa mong bagong kultura sa Makati. So, at parehas tayo ng mantra, yung together nyo sa t-shirt. So, good luck, Coach, sa game 3 na yun.
Salamat, Coach. Salamat, Coach Ice. Sana, talaga, ibigay sa atin ng Diyos, di ba? Yung players are ready naman. The players are really doing great job also. So, hopefully we'll be in one page again when we go back. Set aside all the problems. Kasi, I'm pretty sure marami tayong dalang bagahe, like a backpack of problems pagpasok. Pagbalik kasi pandemic eh.
Yes.
So, hopefully we can bring that backpack out first and focus in that game. And hopefully God will give the game 3.
Well,
Yun, mag-ship na ako kanina sa coaching ni Coach Beujing sa FPBL. Naunahan naman ako, dire-diretso na. Okay, Coach. You have a virtual training, di ba, Coach, na nakikita namin. Paano makasali dito yung mga manonood natin at yung mga participants?
Well, they just have to check our Facebook sa Pinoy Youth Dreamers, no, sa Instagram also, on how to be part of it. We have a one-on-one training. It's one-on-one, it's virtual also, and we have a group training. Group training will be like Zoom, like what we're doing now. It may konti tayong cost doon, pero I'm 100% sure it will be all worth it. Now, we'll do it in a different age group, different age level. Kasi iba-iba approach, di ba? Sinasabi nga natin, different folks, different strokes. So, kailangan iba-iba yung approach natin. Pero we found more on the skills of basketball. We just take away the shooting. We just take away the team plays, but more on the individual skills. If we can hit it in every training, we'll do it. Like a whole body training kung kakayanin natin. It's like an hour and 30 minutes of training. It's gonna be tiring because it's like a HIIT program. High intensity interval training. Yun yung pinaka parang program natin. So it's like a 10 seconds and 30 seconds water break rest only. So sa mga bata medyo nakakapagod talaga yun. Pero siguro sa mga 18, 17, 19, medyo kaya nila yung level. So depende yung volume and intensity, depends on the kids. So they can just join and check our Facebook and Instagram.
Coach Dindo. Coach Dindo, any question? Coach Mel?
Follow up, Coach Mel. Wait.
Okay, may nalimutan ako. Ang PYD may 3x3 din, coach, di ba?
Oh
Hindi na
yeah,
tayo pag
we have
5-on-5, may 3x3 na I remember. Eh. Maganda yung 3x3.
PYD
coach.
Tatluhan. It's
Yeah.
also under the FIBA program. Also again, it's under SBP program. So we compete also the international programs sa Vietnam, no? With our main sponsor that time is si RCG Sportswear. That was in November, like 2 years ago. We had a local tournament and regional and national. So we plan to do it sana this year, no? Because Vietnam was trying to push us to have a tournament this December again. So we plan to do it like a regional thing. There's a regional finals, national finals, and everything. But pandemic hit us, so we just have to wait. Actually, Coach Krong of Vietnam was supposed to go here in Philippines for the game 3. Game 3 talaga dapat ng to observe and sign a contract with us to be under the mentorship of PYD also. Kasi gusto nga rin nila magkaroon ng program for the youth doon. So gusto nila to duplicate the program that we have dun sa Vietnam. Kaso hindi natuloy eh. But we're in constant communication naman with Coach Krong. Of course, with Coach Ricky Magallanes. Coach Ricky Magallanes is based in Virginia, USA. But he used to be coach the national team of Ho Chi Minh. So kami yung nag-uusap, kaming tatlo yung nag-uusap for the program sa Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. So hopefully it will push through within this year, hopefully.
Baka dyan, coach, darating yung time. Kayo na nagsesend ng mga coaches sa Vietnam, Malaysia, and Singapore, coach.
We did that before, no? We were the one who endorsed Coach Ricky Magallanes to be the head coach of Vietnam, sorry, of Ho Chi Minh. We sent also few coaches in Malaysia to run different basketball camp, like 1 week, 2 weeks. Meron din naman silang, even in Singapore, sometimes they message us for like a 6 months coaching stint for the coaches. I do that. I just do it for free. Ako nakikipag-communicate, I endorse. But I make sure that who I endorse is the right coach. Ayoko kasi yung coach na hindi dumaan sa program. Yun nga, that's one thing also, di ba sabi nga natin, we're teaching the coaches. So yung character din ng coach, kailangan natin ma-check. Hindi naman porket napakagaling mo, okay ka na. Hindi rin pa pwedeng napakagaling mong makisama, okay ka na rin. Kailangan talaga magaling ka ng coach, magaling ka pa makasama, at ikaw family-oriented ka pa. So kumbaga talagang whole package din. So hopefully we can still send more coaches abroad through PYD to help out, di ba?
Coach, sabi mo na naman, iba pang future plans ng PYD. Baka meron pa, Coach, para marinig ng mga viewers natin. Future plans ng PYD.
Well, it's always been a dream of me to have a coaches seminar, no? Not probably me, no? Kasi baka mamaya not everybody is capable of running a coaching seminar. But I plan to invite other coaches, and I want to do it also for free. I'm just looking for like people who can help me out, di ba, to run the program. Kasi gusto ko, hindi pa pwedeng ako lang yung boses, the voice na naririnig ng mga coaches. Kailangan may different voices. The platform of Coach Ariel Vanguardia is very good. I adore him, but I also want to do this kind of program in a face-to-face training avenue. Hopefully, we can invite most especially the North people, the North coaches, the Mindanao and the Visayas to come over for like a free coaching seminar. 'Di ba? Kasi sabi nga natin, yan yung the only way and the best way to multiply is through the coaches. Diba? So, yan yung isa sa ano natin, dream and plans. And hopefully, si Boss Vince Vino Velos ng Buddies Pansit Lokban makasama natin dyan.
Kaya ni Coach Mel yan. Coach Dindo.
Okay na coach, nasagot na yung mga tanong ko.
Coach Mel, anymore?
Okay, coach. Coach, in your program, may kailangan po bang pasalamatan o sabihin?
So far, uulitin ko lang, no, doon sa mga baka late na nanonood, do. I would like to say thank you doon sa lahat po na nag-donate sa atin sa PYD cares natin, no. It helps a lot. Yung frontliners natin, tsaka yung mga medyo natamaan ng pandemic natin sa sports family natin. And we plan to continue this. So I'm asking your good hearts na sana kung meron pa ho kayong spare, tuloy-tuloy lang natin para tuloy-tuloy lang yung pagtulong natin sa mga kababayan natin. And for those players, you just have to stay fit, keep on learning. This is the best time for you to stay home. Daming YouTube. You can just duplicate it, imitate it, but make sure you do the right things. Doing the fundamentals, the basic ones, will not hurt you. It will level up more. Yeah. So kailangan lang talaga maging positive sa sitwasyon. Diba? Sa sitwasyon natin ngayon, the new normal, the people who will be blessed are the people who are thinking, yung nag-iisip, who will go out of their box, go out of their comfort zone to fight this pandemic. Diba? Yun lang yung sa akin. Tsaka thank you sa PYD family. When I say PYD family, it's everybody, especially yung wife ko, si Bliss, si Bailey, si Buffy, who's been trying to understand me. Kasi minsan, alam mo yun, sa dami ng iniisip na coaches, hindi ka rin minsan maintindihan ng pamilya mo. Pero I'm super lucky na I have the support of my family. And to my mom, si Nancy Acot, who's always there, who keeps me humble. Alam mo yan. Ang nanay talaga, i-humble ka. Pag may mga certain situations, the mom will always be the mom. So yun, to all the coaches, thank you. Coach Ariel, thank you. Tsaka kay Boss Glenn Medalla, maraming salamat, Boss Glenn. He's a good friend also kababayan kaya from Nueva Ecija. So, salamat ulit, coaches. I hope I was able to share something from sa PYD. And just message me. Just anytime. Sa PYD, there's a Facebook and there's Instagram, Pinoy Youth Dreamers. I have my own personal Facebook. It's Ruel Beujing Acot. You can add me if there's a need to. Then message me as long as I'm free. I'll chat with you. I'm always free naman basta may maganda yung mga tanong. Yeah.
Hey, coach. Yan, coach. Sabi ni Coach Dindo, gusto daw niya magkaroon ng ganito. Sabi ni Coach Ashley.
Yung kay Coach Dindo,
Pwede.
alam ko, may pinadala na si Coach Benji sa kanya. May stock sa atin. All the way from Manila to Nueva Vizcaya. Kay Coach Ashley, madali na yan.
Thank you. Thank you.
So yun. Thank you ulit, Coach. Stay safe, Stay safe.
Thank you, Coach. Coach Dindo, may sabi ka pa.
Coach, salamat. May message lang kita.
Coach, thank you.
Salamat, Coach. Anytime you need. Anytime,
thank you, Coach.
Anytime.
Thank you.
Yes.
Namimiss ko na, Coach, yung natin.
soon, di ba?
Yes, Coach. Ingat, Coach. Ingat.
Coach Dindo, last word.
Thank you, Beujing. Before we will end this program. Sabi nga ni Coach Beujing, don't don't cheer. So, thank you Coach Beujing. See you po. See you po again. Thank you. Maraming salamat po.
Bye.
Thank you,
Coach.
coaches. Thank you, Coach Ariel.
Bye,
Thank you,
coaches.
Blackwater.
Tayo, Coach Ariel.
Thank you, Blackwater.
Coach
Thank you,
Asi,
Coach
Coach
Ariel.
Beujing.
Thank you,
Ingat.
Coaches.
Boss Glenn
Ingat.
Medalya.
God bless.
Yeah.
Po,
Coach
stay safe
Glenn.
po.
Thank you.
See ya.